So the World Cup is nearly here. It is nearly here. So a lot of teams over the last few days are all sharing their teams. So if you look at news here, you can see like the roster trackers here. Korea, Japan in the last few days have announced their team. So it's been Japan, Korea, Italy, Hungary the day before, Australia the day before, Spain a few days before, Germany a few days before. So a lot of teams have announced their squad. So if you look at the roster tracker here, Australia's team 12 have been announced. Belgium's extended panel has been announced. Czechia's team, but like Chakova's injured, so it's not that. France have announced everyone who has ever played for France. Germany's team has not been announced, but everyone kind of knows who's on that team. Hungary's announced, Italy announced, Japan announced, Korea announced, Mali announced, Spain announced, Turkey announced. A lot of these teams have been announced. And I really don't know what way things are going to happen for Team USA. I really, really don't. Like, I think all around, like, this could be this team is going to be such a tough one to pick. And a lot of people are talking about it like it's a foregone conclusion. Something just flew into my eye. It's a foregone conclusion for players and teams. But I actually don't. I think it could be really, really tough. To find find a squad. So we're gonna go through it in this video. So we're going to go locks, and we also take into account that Team USA does not always pick the best team. So we have to talk about that. So we're gonna look for locks. Locks to make the team. Should make it. And wildcards. So the locks to make the team. Guards. Paige Bueckers. Fits in better. Like, is a player that can fit into any single system. Can run the 1, can run the 2. But again, fits in. That is a key term, fits in. Jackie Young. Starter in the last Olympics. Guarantee if she wants to be there. And I'll say guard/wings. Guarantee if Jackie Young wants to be on the team, she is there. Chelsea Gray has a guarantee spot on this team as long as she is breathing. As long as she is breathing, Chelsea Gray has a guaranteed spot on this team. Does she deserve to be on the team if it was being picked, if they picked the best team or the best 12? Nope. She is guaranteed to be on this team. I'm telling you for a fact, Chelsea Gray is guaranteed to be on this team. And then we're going to go forwards. Forwards/bigs. Guarantees. Angel Wilson. Stewie. Fee. They are my 6 that there is unless they don't want to play, these 6 are going to be on the team. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These 6 are going to be on the team. If any of these 6 are not on the team and it's not by their choice, I think I'd be incredibly shocked. Should make the team. Guard/wings. Obviously, Caitlin Clark. I misspell forwards. Yes, forwards. Caitlin Clark. Duh. Should be the starting point guard for this team. Won't be the starting point guard. We all know why. She got politicked out of the team in 2024. With the backlash with the social media bullshit with Chelsea Gray, I think the only way Caitlin Clark doesn't make this team is if Chelsea Gray And if Alyssa Thomas wants to play and they say, we are not playing if Caitlin Clark is playing. And then it will go down to a decision of Angel Wilson and Breanna Steward. Realistically, it'll probably go down to their decision. And they will probably say, look, Caitlin's got more World Cups. This is going to be Chelsea's last one. We're bringing Chelsea. That is the only way Caitlin Clark does not make this team. That is the only way. And we're predicting the team. I'm not picking my team. If I'm picking my team, Olivia Miles makes it. Kelsey Plum was really, really good in qualifiers and has been one of the best players so far in the WNBA when she's been healthy. I'm going to say I'm drunk. Caitlin will start. Caitlin Clark was the only Team USA player who didn't start in their first 4 games of qualifiers. Just letting you know. Or first 3 games of qualifiers. Ray Burrell started the game before Caitlin Clark did. Or did she? Mo Billings definitely did. And then Ryan. Ryan should make this team. I would be shocked if she doesn't. She should make this team. I just feel like she was too good in qualifiers and she's had too good a season that she's been around Team USA basketball. It just doesn't make sense not to bring her. So forwards and bigs. Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah, as good as a lock. Unless Aaliyah's knee is at her and she doesn't want to play. Aaliyah is as good as a lock for this team. I don't see a scenario where Aaliyah doesn't make this team if she's healthy. She absolutely will make it. So yeah, we're gonna put her into the forwards/bigs that should make the team. And then it gets really, really tough here because I think they're gonna bring Angel. I think they're gonna bring Angel. I thought she was okay in the qualifiers. I think she's had a really good season. I think overall, because she can play up to the 5, I think she should make the team. I think she'll make it over Hamby. Obviously over Billings, who was there last time. Cam Brink. Who even was there? But I do think we're going to see Angel on this team. So wild cards to make this team. First up, Olivia Miles. If there's any justice in the world, Olivia Miles makes this team. She makes the team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She should be on this team, and I would be shocked if she's not. I really would be. Sorry, I'm not be shocked. I'm not. It would be shocking if she's not. She should be one of the first names on the plane to Germany. There should be no question about it whether Olivia Miles or Chelsea Gray makes this team. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening that Olivia Miles makes this team over Chelsea Gray. And I think it's going to be a repeat of the same mistake they made in 2024. And I think if Olivia Miles makes the team, it will be at Caitlin Clark's expense. I don't think it'll happen. But if that is my theory. If Olivia Miles makes this team, it'll be at the expense of Caitlin Clark. Nobody else. So yeah, we have got next up in wildcard is Kiki Iriafen. Kiki Iriafen, Sonia Citron. They have both been really good this year. No question about it. People saying FIBA will be pissed if Caitlin doesn't make the team yet. FIBA, they would be, but FIBA have plenty of times, pushed players that never showed up to their World Cups. Their entire marketing campaign around the 2014 World Cup was around Kevin Durant, who backed out last 3 days before the tournament. Olivia Miles, Kiki Riafen, and Sonia Citron are all wildcards. Kiki's probably got the best chance in there, kind of with Angel maybe. I don't know which one you pick. I think because you don't like. I think maybe you pick Angel. She does one thing better than Kiki, but Kiki might be the better all-around player. I think Angel might fit into a system better, and I think if you're playing Belgium, I think Angel will give fucking Emma Messman fits. So I think she has to go in there as a wild card. I also think Alyssa Thomas is a wild card. I think she is a wild card and she could make it because I don't know if she got cut or she didn't play in the qualifiers because she didn't feel like she needed to. Alyssa Thomas was part of the last two Olympics team, or part of the last World Cup team and the last Olympic team. Having a down year, but that doesn't seem to matter for USA basketball. And the same with Kalia Copper. Ka was really good in those qualifiers, led Team USA in points per game. And she had 20 against Spain in an important last game. Has not had a good season. Genuinely has not. That being said, she's been really good for Team USA and started in the last Olympics final. So, look, the way for me we have to look at it is she was a key contributor and a key player in those qualifiers. So yeah, we're gonna throw her in here as a wild card, which she very well could make this team. Other wild card. There's two other wild cards that I'm like, did someone say Gabby Williams? Did someone just say Gabby Williams? Yes, Sabrina Ionescu is a wild card, part of the last World Cup winning team and part of the Olympic team. Has been part of Team USA. I don't think Sabrina's had a good enough year to be in even the should make a category. She is a wild card, but also Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell has said she wants to play for Team USA. And I think she's just been snubbed. I think she's been massively snubbed by Team USA. I don't think it's been her fault that she's been snubbed, but she's been snubbed. And then obviously there are a couple of others that I'm like, okay, maybe you consider Veronica Burton. Maybe you consider Veronica Burton. And I just want to say this because if people are in the comment section are thinking this, Jess Shepherd cannot play for America. She plays for Slovenia. Gabby Williams is French. So, and before you ask, Malonga is also French. Jonquel Jones is from the Bahamas, but plays for Bosnia. Dewana Bonner plays for Macedonia. So basically, back in the day when everyone went over to Europe, unless you were a superstar, you could only pay a certain amount of Americans, but if you got a European passport, you were allowed to play in that league as a local. So a lot of players have European passports and play for those countries. So, why is Jess not American? She wants to play as a European, so she got a Slovenian passport and plays for Slovenia. It's no more complicated than that. And yeah, have I really missed anyone? I do. So my prediction is the team is going to be, so I got these 11 here and should make it. My prediction is this 11 and Kiki Riafen. And also, to be honest, Juju Watkins and Sarah Strong are wildcards, and they're dumbasses. They like Hamby or Bree Jones is also a wildcard. I'm predicting Bree Jones to make the team. I'm predicting Bree Jones. My 12 predictions is this. D6 as guaranteed. I'm predicting D6, but also I think Olivia Miles might make it. If Olivia Miles makes it, it probably will be at the expense of Caitlin Clark. If Sonia Citron makes it, it'll be at the expense of Kelsey Plum. If Kalia Copper makes it, it'll be at the expense of Kelsey Plum. If Alyssa Thomas makes a team, it'll be at the expense of Caitlin Clark. If Kelsey Mitchell makes a team, it'll be at the expense of Kelsey Plum. I've put Bree Jones on the team. If Sarah Strong or Juju Watkins makes it, I don't even know who they'll bring in. If Veronica Burton makes it, it'll be at the expense of Caitlin Clark. But I do think Caitlin Clark's gonna make it. I'm just obviously thinking out loud here. It's like that's where the expenses are gonna be. People are at the expense of.